Hello everyone, welcome to your own YouTube channel Study with Rameshwar. So once again we are here with class 5 environmental studies. So in the continuation of the lesson number 8, a treat for mosquito. This is the second part of this chapter, and the first part, if you didn't watch, just the link is in the description box, so kindly watch it. So in this video we are going to study about the concept of communicable and non-communicable diseases, malaria, its causes, symptoms and diagnosis, and the life cycle of mosquito. So let's start. So first, the concept, what is meant by communicable and non-communicable diseases. The question arises in the mind, as you have seen in the first part of the video about the structure of the mosquito, and that mosquitoes are causing the malaria and different diseases. So before discussing about that malaria, so we must know the types of diseases. So let's see what is meant by communicable disease and what is meant by non-communicable disease. So the difference between these two. So children, the communicable diseases are the diseases which passes from one individual to another, and they are generally caused by some bacteria, viruses or any other pathogens. For example, cholera, typhoid, malaria, AIDS, influenza, flu, that is mumps, tuberculosis or TB, hepatitis or jaundice, chikungunya, and which is latest, that is coronavirus COVID-19. So here what is meant by communicable? Communicable matlab kya? So the diseases which are passed from one individual to another, means the diseases are passing from one person to another. Okay, so and how they are generally caused? Through the agents. The factors are there, some agents are there, the agents like as bacteria, viruses or any other pathogens, or through the different agents like as water or airborne. Okay, so in this manner the diseases are going to cause. So here are the some of the examples. So if the question comes, write any two examples of communicable disease, so you must remember cholera, typhoid, malaria, AIDS, influenza, mumps, tuberculosis, that is TB, hepatitis, that is jaundice, chikungunya, and the latest disease, that is the coronavirus or COVID-19. So all these are the examples of the diseases which are communicable, means they are transmitting from one person to another person. So how? Now see, so these are the different ways through that these diseases can transmit. So transmission of these diseases, so these are the some agents, these are the some agents or carriers through these the diseases are going to cause. So now, so that is oral or nasal secretion through this. Okay, then inhalation, then ingestion, means eating of this, if infected chicken or infected that hen is there, and if we are taking the egg through the mouth for eating purpose, or then water is contaminated, if contaminated water if we are going to drink, so it may cause cholera. Or then animals, if you are coming in the contact of the any animals and that animal is infected by any kind of disease, sexual intercourse. Okay, so then direct access of blood, means direct blood contact is there, or any bite of mosquito or any other insect. Okay, or any injury or needle. So in this way it may transmit, means the diseases may transmit from one person to another person. Okay, so in this way the transmission occurs. So let's move to the second concept, that is non-communicable diseases. So non-communicable diseases are the diseases which does not spread from one person to another person. मीन्स ऐसे बीमारियां जो एक व्यक्ति से दूसरे व्यक्ति में ट्रांसफर नहीं होती, ट्रांसमिट नहीं होती. ओके, सो ऑल दैट diseases are coming in the category of non-communicable diseases. So all that like is heart disease, most cancers, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. So there are some examples, there is Alzheimer's disease, cancer, epilepsy, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis. Okay, so these are the some examples of the non-communicable diseases, means they are not going to pass it on from one person to another person, or not going to transmit, not going to spread. Okay, so mostly in these the non-communicable diseases there are some example which are cardiovascular diseases, means related to heart, the diseases which are related to heart. For example, diabetes, it is also not going to transmit from one person to another person. Chronic respiratory diseases, means related to respiration, okay, it's like asthma. Then cancer, again it is not going to spread from one person to another person, does not spread from one person to another. Okay, so that's why it is called as non-communicable disease. Okay, so let's move. So I think the communicable and non-communicable, the concept is clear. Now what are the diseases spread by this mosquito? Okay, so mosquitoes spread the different kinds of diseases like chikungunya, malaria, dengue, yellow fever. So these are the some examples. Now this mosquito has adapted to living near humans, even reducing the humming of her wings. Usually attacks from below, unlike mother species that may fly into your face. Aedes aegypti is responsible for the dengue fever and chikungunya. Okay, and biting is done by female mosquitoes with serrated plunges, which males do not have. As in the previous part, in the first part we have discussed, the male mosquito is dependable on nectar and feed on nectar, but the female mosquito is going to suck the blood. Female mosquito suck the blood through proboscis. Okay, so through them only the different diseases are going to cause. Okay, so let's see now malaria. So that we are going to come to our topic, that is malaria causes due to. So how malaria is going to occur to a person? So malaria is an infectious disease caused by a parasite, that is Plasmodium. Here parasite, you just remember that is a germ. Okay, any microorganism which is dependable on others' body, because they are getting some nourishment from that body, that is the parasite. Okay, or germs, and this is the Plasmodium. The Plasmodium is the parasite which responsible for the malaria, so which is transmitted from human to human by the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito, by the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito. Means, for example, what? That this germ is lived in the blood of a person suffering from malaria. The disease is transmitted from person to person by the bite of female Anopheles mosquito, and at that time a person is going to cause malaria, or the person is going to suffer from malaria. But the main cause of the malaria is what? The plasmodium, the parasite present in the blood. Okay, the disease caused by parasite, that is plasmodium. Now the malaria cycle, the cycle of malaria, the malaria cycle, how it is going to spread, how this malaria is going to spread. Now see, malaria transmission cycle. So what happened here? So firstly, the mosquito is going to, female Anopheles mosquito bites a sick person suffering from malaria. Okay, the malarial germs of the sick person pass with the blood into the body of the mosquito. The first infected person, okay, so it attacks on where? It attacks on the liver, the cells of liver, infected liver cells. If the liver cells are infected, obviously the blood is also infected. And same, the another mosquito come, and if that mosquito bite to this sick person which is suffering from malaria, so again that second mosquito is going to infect it. And again, if this mosquito is going to bite healthy person, so automatically that healthy person is going to face the malaria. How the malaria transmit, means the transmission of malaria, so occur in this way. Means this is one of the cycle, this is one of the cycle, that is malaria transmission cycle. Okay, so in this way the malaria is going to spread from one person to another person. Got it? So in this way the malaria is going to transmit from one person to another person. So see here, what are the symptoms of malaria? If the person is having malaria, or a person is suffering from malaria, so what symptoms we are going to see? So a person is suffering from malaria, he will malarial attack persists over 4 to 6 hours with shaking, chills, second high fever and sweating, and are often associated with tiredness, headache, vomiting sensation, vomiting, abdominal pains, then dry cough, muscle or joint pain and backache. Then the attacks may occur every other day or every third day, or may high fever, shivering followed by headache and nausea. Okay, or there is a sudden followed by a fall in temperature by sweating, and repeated there will be the fever within 48 to 72 hours. So these are the some symptoms which we will see who is suffering from the मलेरिया. ये सिम्टम्स हमें नज़र आते हैं, है ना. सो लेट्स, सो व्हाट, हाउ वी कैन क्योर दिस. सो व्हाट इज द method how we can diagnose this. So for that purpose there is a need of to check the blood, that is blood test. So blood test is the only way so we can diagnose this malaria, means the malarial infection is there or malarial parasite is present in the blood. It will be diagnosed through only blood test, children. And for that purpose what we have to do, we have to go to laboratory and we have to check the blood. So when you will go to the laboratory and or pathology, so you will say this, the 2 to 3 drops of your blood will be taken to check malarial parasite. In this way the slides are used, and under the microscope they are going to check is there any germs of malaria are present or not, and if they find out, so then the person is suffering from malaria. Okay, so this is the picture, means a blood is having a malarial parasite. So in this way it the picture will look in under the microscope. Okay, then so the blood test report, so blood test report is the only way, means it declares that a person is having a malaria, a person is having a malaria or the malarial parasite found in the blood of a person. And for that purpose what the under the microscope, this is the microscope, and microscope is used for what purpose? Because in the blood the very small microorganisms are there that we are not able to see with our naked eyes, and for that purpose the microscope is used to find out that is the any malarial parasite is present in the blood or not, and through this microscope they are going to find out. Okay, now this is the one of the sample report of Rajat, whose age is 11 year, then sex, that is male, the diagnosis, that is fever with chills and rigors, and that report is the result is malarial parasite found in the blood sample. Okay, so this is the detail is given on the report, blood report. Now this is the government hospital blood report. Okay, so this much things are mentioned on the blood report. What? Name of the patient, age, diagnosis and result. Okay, and after if the parasite is found, then and only then the doctor is going to do the treatment of malaria. Okay, because before that we are not knowing a person is suffering from malaria or not. Okay, and for that purpose there is a need of test, that is blood test, and after the blood test report only the diagnosis is over and the doctor is going to treat as per the report. Okay, so this is the blood test report. Now the next concept, that is the life cycle of mosquito. So there are 4 stages in the life cycle of mosquito. Number 1, that is egg, larva, pupa and adult mosquito. Adult mosquito. Now how this occur? Now see here in detail it is mentioned here. The adult mosquito, adult female mosquito only. Okay, this thing you just remember. Female mosquitoes lay eggs in containers that hold water, means wherever the stagnant water is there, wherever the stagnant water is there, so in that stagnant water this adult female mosquito will lay the eggs. Okay, now what happens with these laid eggs? These eggs are hatched within a few days to months when covered with water. Okay, they are going to hatch and through them the larva comes out. Okay, so adult mosquito, that eggs, then larva. So this larva, singular is larva and plural is larvae. Okay, plural is larvae. Live in water, they develop into pupa. Pupa is singular, pupae is plural, as in 5 days. Okay, that is pupa, and they develop into adult flying mosquito in 2-3 days. Within 2-3 days, the adult mosquitoes are coming from the pupa. So in this way, there are 4 stages in the life cycle of mosquito, that is egg, larva, pupa, and adult mosquito, female mosquito. Okay children, so these are the stages in the life cycle of mosquito. So in this way, we have discussed this point in this video, and we have discussed about the number 1, that is the about malaria, its causes, diagnosis, and the life cycle of mosquito, and non-communicable and non-communicable diseases. So I hope you all understood these 3 concepts, and if you like this content, so please click on like button and share with your friends, and thank you so much.